Boom! We're off. Boom! We are off with another episode of Booze Your Daddy, the podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Alan Snyder, here with my boy. Listen up, fat people.
Dancona.
Back of the plane. It's Zach Elias. What's up, buddy?
All right, I feel bad doing this to Steph. She's the best. I'm losing the whole thing.
I can't believe you showed up with the costume. What do you think? Do you know what I am?
Do you know what your Old Bay seasoning?
Are you sure? Because the lady at our daycare, the co-owner, goes, "Oh, I get it. Spam a lot."
Ugh.
I went, "What? See, spam a lot." I went, no, not even.
No, that's terrible.
What's up, man? How you doing?
You bought that just for this, or you owned that?
I bought it to wear to the World Series and for this.
Workout?
You don't think I was sitting like as close as I could
Oh
get?
my god! You and Marlon Man next to each other wearing that.
The Orioles did have a guy who was wearing an orange suit down the first baseline who did all the hand signals.
Whatever. I love that John Oliver bought those tickets for the Yankees and made people wear nonsense for 2 straight weeks. Like when they said that you have to be sitting proper to have those seats at the Yankees, and HBO bought obscene amounts, and there's an idiots there, with like shark costumes behind the plate. Fantastic use of HBO's money. It's back when that show was funny.
Speaking of good costumes, I hate that I couldn't give credit to who credit is deserved to. Zach, the promo for today's episode. Have you seen it?
Oh, it was incredible.
Obviously, I didn't make that, nor did I come up with that idea, but that was something I saw on the internet. And again, I wish I could give credit. That killed me.
I mean, it's a porn site on the internet. It could be owned by one Robin Snyder. I got hats for days here. I got wigs. I've got an afro wig. I got it all.
Booze Your Daddy, the podcast. Tuesdays, we do it live. Saturdays, we post it later. We appreciate the love.
Betsy Elias is watching.
Oh,
we're good to go. All right, that's the last wig I've got.
Are you not Adam Duritz?
Ooh, I should be so lucky.
Oh, I tell you.
The back of his baseball card is amazing.
Victorian. Sure I'm the one who told you that.
No, I knew that. He's not as Matthew Perry did pretty well too. His stats are coming out.
Zilape?
What?
Zilape?
Zilape?
Is he alive?
He's not. Guess who died?
That is the alternate to the Guess Who Died. It's just the Yiddish version. Are they alive?
I didn't know that word. That's pretty good.
Zach, we have a great show planned for tonight.
I think we might.
But before we get into today's episode, why don't you tell everybody what
I had to race home to do trick-or-treating. I've got the last of these bad boys. It's not a Bud Light. I should have Bud Light with Steph Kona. I blew the whole thing. Would have been perfect. What are you drinking?
You will only hear these words once a year.
Spice?
I am officially over pumpkin. This is the last one from the Five Boroughs Brewing Company. It is a pumpkin ale, 6% United NYC by beer. I've had so much pumpkin everything, and I told my roommate today, I was like, I'm done. I'm pumpkined out. I can't do this.
All right. You
At least
love
a Kraken.
She's doing it for you, getting pumpkin. You're spitting it back in her face.
She also likes it too. Don't give me that shit.
Sure she does.
Woo. So, happy Halloween, buddy.
What did your kid go as? Did he just go as that guy in the tie? That was the costume? He went as Milton?
We did...
Middle management?
We did a trunk or treat, which we talked about this past weekend, where Milo was a crab, Julia was a chef because she made him, and I was the Old Bay because I added the seasoning.
I suppose.
We did a whole little Maryland thing. Shocker, right? Where... It was pretty funny. We had a great time. Zach, the amount of people that came up to our trunk saw the Old Bay. I even brought a stick of butter, and they went, "Oh, he's a lobster. I get it." I went, "A what? You don't put Old Bay on lobster."
You put that shit in everything. It's like a currency in Maryland.
It was such a conversation starter that multiple dads were like, jalapeno bagel with some schmear and some Old Bay. You're welcome. Or I got the oh, we're more of a Tony J's Cajun seasoning people in our house. And I looked at this guy and went,
"It's Tony J."
I was like, "Have you tried Old Bay?" He goes, "It just doesn't do it for me." And I think out loud, I said, "You don't do it for me." Mind you, he started daycare on Monday. This was on Sunday. We are not even in the school officially, and I'm talking shit to these other people.
So getting ahead of our Whatcha watching,
you're
Bill Burr. You're Bill Burr. You're going to call her a stumpy you-know-what. I watched your old dads. You undersold it. I was dying. It's a little fat in parts, but it hit when you have a kid and you have to really go through that as you do now. Oh my God, these soft people with their feelings. I haven't had feelings since '94. I said to my friend of mine who has twin girls, he's a Boston guy. I go, "You see this movie?" He goes, "See it?" I was at the premiere. Like, yeah. Well, the more you get into the school system when have like a kid and have to deal with their soft parents, you're gonna. It really rings true.
I just thought the Bobby Cannavale scene stole the show.
They
Like,
were all good.
Where he was sitting there and he was like,
Woodbine getting work.
I can't talk to you right now. It's like
so good.
It's so funny.
Thumbs up. It was so good. It was really perfect and spot on. It was a little long, but the thing could have been 48 minutes and fire. But
I feel like this is what I said.
Yeah, I'm repeating, but like you just did that. You're a trunk or treat. You told the Maryland guy to fuck off and not like an old day. You're go bar. You're 2 years away from getting into it with the principal and spending $3,000 for an hour of her time.
To be fair, as far as getting into it, that guy I didn't. He had shots fired first. There was another dad that came up, and don't ask why I did this. He had 2 cute little kids, a cow and like I don't know, a robot, and he just happened to be wearing an Eagles hat. And I went, "Oh my God, a cow, a robot, and a Super Bowl runner-up!" And he looks at me, and goes, "Oh, that was pretty good." I was like, well, they're playing the Washington team this weekend, and I don't know. We might be friends at some point. He was big enough that I know he likes to eat and hang out, but it was one of those events that I don't know. I didn't hate it. I hope
nutritionist is Rothman. Perfect.
Episode 204, calling this one Shallow Halloween.
Meh. Seems a little thirsty. Go on.
When are we going to do like a reverse cowgirl type of situation where you're the podcaster and I'm the pain in the ass?
Anytime you want.
I was thinking we'd do that for 8 views, but it was like one of those. So, Shallow Halloween. Let's talk about one. It is Halloween. You want to get into that?
Right what?
Let's get to the main event, then we'll come back to Halloween. Here's why I'm the worst. What happened in the news the last couple of days? Probably the biggest thing.
Mrs.
Chandler Bong passing away has taken over the airwaves. And I'm just going to go ahead and say, what has he done in 20-some years that I care?
Drugs.
But seriously,
why do celebrities have to take a bath when they're on all the drugs?
It wasn't a bath. It was a coos.
It was a coos. Right. Same thing. Why did they have to get into a coos? Nevertheless, excellent. Why do you have to get into a body of water all hopped up on, or all gymmed up?
That's what you do. That's because it feels great. You lean back, you soak it in,
and that's how you go out.
Now, here's where I want to really get into it. Do you know how he was found?
Dead in a coos.
At his home, he was found dead in a coos. Here's my problem with this story. He made $1 bajillion on Friends. Why can anybody see into his coos? Like, innocent bystander should not. There should have been we haven't heard from him in 4 days. Did he win the lottery or is he dead in a coos? I don't know.
Good point.
Why did anybody be able to see into his whereabouts?
Well,
that bothered me.
Like tall, thin Italian trees. Those are real classy.
I'm getting conspiracy here. Ross killed him.
Well, maybe. I mean, he was so mad that Beth threw him out of a gallery that years later he killed Chandler.
It's just still a good story. I just know for me, Zach, look, do I ever wish death upon anybody? No, but for anybody right now that thinks I'm insensitive, I have really bad news for you. Everybody's going to die.
Not today.
I just know, like, he hasn't added anything to my life. Now, if you told me he was at the peak of his prime, like a Chris Farley, he had so many more years of good movies. Or, which is spoiling Whatcha Watchin', if Christopher Walken died, I legit would be sad because he's still doing stuff.
Yeah.
Right?
By the way, you know how he gets around? Have you ever heard that he just gets in those cars and tells them in New York where he wants them to go and they just take him? Like, you can be in traffic. In a minute, you take him. He just gets 53rd and second, go. Like, he just
53rd and second.
He's so good. He saved the show, too, by the way. Your Bargatze was that right?
Yeah, no, the Bargatze, I only watched the opening monologue, which he actually had an applause break. Like, I thought it was a decent. If
Yeah, it
you
was
know
good.
him, he's just very clean and very prim and proper. He had a couple of funny jokes in there, which
He was
that's all you
funny.
can hope for.
The
I haven't watched.
I watched half of it. I got to waking up. Walking was just the top one.
Well, once I saw Walken in the cold open, and then sure enough, when so I knew Foo Fighters was the musical act
Yeah.
because a friend of ours' kid took a picture got a friend of ours kid was in a sketch that got cut, and she posted online a picture with Dave Grohl, and I was like, oh, so next as I see Walken, I immediately fast forward to
Hear him try to. He
ladies and
didn't do it
gentlemen,
though.
Foo Fighters. But
He
yeah, but
didn't
did you
do
see?
it.
But he emphasized the ladies
The
and gentlemen,
Foo.
Foo Fight.
Yeah,
Like,
he
but
made
you
a
can
joke about
tell
right. He was a parody of himself there.
it was
I
good.
didn't hear him do the second song though yet. I haven't heard of because I'm hearing Grohl do that story is incredible. And Grohl's rolling. He said he almost couldn't do the song after he heard Walken do it the first time, just dying. Pinus. But Walken, he asked him, notice the emphasis. He goes, "I thought so." He's a treasure.
Dead.
Yeah.
I saw it. It's very hard to be original online. Look, even my Old Bay costume, I didn't make this. I bought it, which means some other asshole is also Old Bay and does stuff like this. I saw a costume. It's so inside baseball and applicable because the Diamondbacks right now are in the World Series. It was a guy wearing the old school Randy Johnson jersey with the hat, with the Fu Manchu, and his girlfriend wife was a dead bird. It was the creativity to do that. I'm like, that is so that is
literally
one of those
inside baseball.
Why didn't I think of that? Like that is a pretty good.
That's
costume.
the most amazing thing that's happened in sports history, by the way. The odds that 100-mile-an-hour fastball hits a 100-mile-an-hour bird, and the thing just blows up. If I'm gonna go, that's how I want to go out.
That clip, if it wasn't from 2000 or whenever YouTube first started, I would tell you it's fake. Like that's 100% no way.
That's us getting shot in the face by a tank. That's the same thing.
You can go over to Gaza right now and make that happen. You know,
that's true. Better shot having Randy Johnson with the ball.
Tell me about your Halloween. Anything you want to share with the class?
So Zoe went as a witch cat today. Something
she could have just stopped that sentence as witch.
Yeah. She lost her hat in a celebrity's house. So now she was just a cat today.
Trey.
Exactly. That's the guy. So she was there. She did that. Went to his party. He had like a haunted house. They threw some money at the problem and parented for a day. Then she came back and trick-or-treated throughout the building and just terrorized everyone. This is the first year she went without Jenna. So her and her little friend from down the block just running hog wild in the building. Just tormenting all of our neighbors. But the kids, we get like 100 kids come by. It's a zoo in our building. Thundering herd. We do have an adult who always every year goes to Spider-Man and nothing else. Like it's just skin tight. Guy's flaming. He's got one of his kids flaming. The mom doesn't know. Married, 2 kids. One boy seems pretty straight. The other kid is just twinkle toes. The dad is just lighting the loaf. There's nothing wrong with it.
Anita, what are you doing right now?
He goes as Spider-Man every year, but like the full body onesie suit.
Wait, Spider-Man or the Jewish version?
Spider-Man. Deceased.
I guess
Chandler was great. Anyway, I don't, and that leads me to one of my other points. I don't get adult Halloween. I just don't. Like
for somebody that throws a stupid ass white Christmas Hanukkah party? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, exactly. We don't dress up and get all slutty and stuff at 40. So nevertheless, we were in Sleepy Hollow on Saturday to go to a pumpkin blaze, which was fine. The place I like to go didn't have the burger I like, which I was not happy about. But nevertheless, it was a zoo. I had to park in a friend of mine's office. I said, "Are these imports or are they local?" He goes, "No, they're all imports. They're from all over. They go to Sleepy Hollow and dress up. These people were in their 40s and 50s dressed up like idiots."
Are you Ted Cruz? What are you saying right now?
I'm saying what I'm saying. Like people come, they come in. They don't bust them in. They drive their own car from other states. And
how many people are in the car?
I don't know. I didn't see it. They go to Sleepy Hollow and they just slot it up and they just like run hog wild in the streets. I'd never seen anything like it. All adults. One thing if teenagers want to do it, but like at a certain point, it's over.
Now, I do shtick with everybody that came up. Now, I was at a daycare where the kids were
in your costume.
They were under the age of like 5. Half of these kids were so terrified of me. I swear to you, I went, "Hey,
I have right there.
I have candy. Come here." And the little kids are looking at me. And then I'm telling the parents, like, "No, seriously, my trunk is open. Come, I have candy." But the amount of kids that came over, like one kid had who was wearing a Spider-Man costume, had muscles. And all I could say was, Spider-Man, when did you grow muscles? Well, that didn't help this series. But like some of these costumes are just inaccurate and they really bother me.
They're inaccurate, but at least they were doing their thing. You know what bothers me? It gives me the red ass, and this reminds me of, yeah, they've lost the elegance of it. Knock on the door, trick or treat. No one says it anymore. It's just like they hand their bag out, and like I'm supposed to be shaken down and bilked for candy. God forbid you go the extra mile and never say thank you. One kid did say thank you and trick or treat, and then wish happy Halloween. I give him 2 extra pieces for the effort.
I'm going to have to remember that because I want my kid. Now, Zach, we almost had an annulment on Sunday.
Go on.
I need you to settle this debate between me and my roommate because you said this. Is it trick or treat with a question mark, or when the kid walks over, my roommate says you're supposed to ask the kid if they want a trick or a treat? And I was like, no.
They
You walk up. Okay, I know the proceedings and I'm agreeing with you, but then she really made sense. I was like, no, the kid says, because think about it, right? You're the kid and you say, do you want a trick or give me a treat? Is that what we're going with?
No, it's not a threat.
Oh,
it's not an ultimatum.
No, I think it really, if you do it, it should be the house saying trick or treat, and the kid goes treat, and then you go, here you go. That's really...
No, it's trick or treat. You give them a treat, or they're giving you a trick. So it is a threat, but like, that's what happens when you egg a house. If it's the other way around, then you egg the kid. So like, you can have a dozen grade A's right there. It is an ultimatum, but if you say trick or treat and they say trick, what do you kick them in the nuts? Like, surprise?
Say I won't.
You won't. Won't he be surprised? I bet you know what? But next house he just goes treat. Next house he's not asking trick, so you don't have to tell him twice. So there's that. By the way, what's the age cutoff?
I was going to ask you. I don't know, man.
I mean, Zoe's
I don't
9
care.
and still pretty into it. Fine, 9's good.
Like high school, like 13, 14 is
so
when
I saw some kids, they were talking about being 14. I overheard them. I want to answer the phone. Yeah, guys, you're like 40. Like Reggie. And you're at least 30. Like, what are you doing? If you want candy, just come by tomorrow and ask me. Like, fine, guys. Like, let's get high together and have some candy. It's all good.
Did I tell you what drives me absolutely crazy? This happened back when I was more in the city, is when you would have some kid show up wearing a Nirvana shirt, and he would go, trick or treat, and you go, what are you? And he goes, oh, I'm my friend Tommy. This is his shirt. I'm like, that's not, no. You 3 can have candy. You're not getting a piece of candy. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, agreed. That's how you get egged.
Zach, almost always feeling jerky. Want to eat some quirky?
Yeah, well, I gave a couple of them before. Just now. All right. Candy prices up 13%. It's highway robbery.
No. I went to Costco. You should see the size. I got so many Hasbro gummy bears that I gave them all out. It was great.
That's not okay. Speaking of the size, the line of the day, and I did text it to you, but we were giving out 2 and 3 little minis, but like 2 kids come by late in the night. We load them up. We give them like 4 because we're trying to unload. So the kids go, like, looks at his friend and goes, oh, this is great. Best apartment yet. He's got, what a load, this guy. And I want to say to him, man, if you only knew. It was the way he said it. It was like, what a load.
You know, all you need to do, it doesn't matter the size. They just want to hear that little, like you could go in there and just go, I might make an actual maker at some point that makes the sound of candy hitting bag and just reach in and just go, and then come back. And
that's
the kids are
being
never...
Jewish. But yeah, so his words, biggest load yet. That was what he said to me. It's just.
Do you know when you're too old, when you have a pillow sack and not a little McDonald's Happy Meal thing?
Exactly. Have a little, pride in it. Agreed. What else did I like? Oh yeah, the Broncos, like them, at 24-9, they started playing Shake It Off just to troll Kelsey, and they won.
That was at the end of the game. Like, the game was over.
Yeah, still, nevertheless, I like it. So
you're lucky that you didn't have a nip slip, my friend. Another one, you sneak away from me.
Oh, what a team. They're so good. Question about Halloween. How many minis equals, not a fun size, like the little minis, how many equals a full size? Because I've had a lot today, man. I don't really know what the ratio.
6?
I think it's more like 12.
No. Oh, you know what? I'm not accounting for girth. Story of my life.
Girth. No kidding. That's what Julia said. So I'm calling bullshit on bullshit stats and calling them historic. Rangers won 5 games, the New York Rangers, 5 games on a West Coast trip for the first time in team history. That's a historic streak. Who gives a shit? A.J. Brown having 125 yards in 6 straight games.
7.
Why 6? It was 6 this week. Why? Who gives a shit? Do it for the whole season. Do it every game of the season and you'll impress me. They're just making up stats.
Oh, I get. Okay, I wasn't sure what you were saying. This is like Score-a-rama. Like, who really cares?
Yeah, 6 straight games with it. Like, that's not historic. You just had nothing else to do.
Because all it is you're just extrapolating. You're just hoping for right now that he continues it and he just breaks all records.
He can do whatever he wants, but you hate these bullshit stats. Now, this is sad, I guess, because she got hurt, but hulking Florida teen who beat teacher unconscious over Nintendo Switch pleads guilty. He beat his teacher over Nintendo. The whole thing is nuts.
I saw this. This is forever ago, but it just officially went to trial?
Yeah.
Okay.
He pleaded guilty. But my favorite story of the week, and it is a visual daily double. I'm not sure if you can see this. Are you familiar with one Gavin Newsom?
Of course.
Great. Governor of your California.
My California?
Yeah, do you see his basketball skills recently?
No, is he
was
good or really
playing basketball in China against like little kids. These are not Yao Ming. These are like 8-year-olds.
Did he just Peyton Manning just swat him?
No, he's driving hard in the paint, stumbles, and just mows the kid down. The video is not going to do it justice on this thing at least, but it is about as good as it gets. He's gigantic on this. It's like Wembanyama or Shaq. He just kills this kid.
Would you not?
I'll try to send you the video if I can find one that's good. But it is pretty fucking funny.
That's pretty good.
That's what I've got.
We already did our Whatcha Watchins?
No, well, I also started watching Big Mouth, which is quite good still. I only watched 2 episodes of it.
I think I bailed like a season ago.
Oh, no. This season was funny.
Is it? It's not. No. I don't not hate it. It just is. I watch it by myself, and it's just so much of the same shit over and over again.
Yeah, but
there's no storyline.
Oh, it's kids. Oh, they're thinking about going to high school. Oh, here it is. Just get ready. Doesn't matter if it's dead air. Watch him go. Oh, he kills the guy. He just crushes him. All right, that's all I got. It's more of the same. They're threatening about going to like middle school, junior or high school, like 9th grade. But it's fun. It's good. The dialogue works. It's one of those kids looks like my sister.
Julia made me watch No Hard Feelings this past weekend.
It's good. Lauren shows.
You can watch. No, my friend.
By the way, she shows the whole thing. By the way, the guy who looks like Eric in the gym in the movie, nothing like him. Same in the body. I don't know.
That's all I would say. Wait, I was talking about his body. You can't even see his face. Give a shit about his
No, she shows puss from a distance. I know, but
no, she doesn't. It is 100% head on a different body. 1,000,000%, my friend. And I've seen it before. Her pictures are out on the internet. They've released those years ago. But
yeah, I've seen it too.
The movie, you can watch the first 5 minutes. You laugh a couple times when Cousin comes in, and then the rest of the movie is the most predictable.
The Cousin from the Bear?
Yeah.
Oh, he's good.
It's more than a cameo, but there's a good Jets joke. I don't want to ruin it for you. It's just one of those movies that you sit there and you go, wait, the movie can't end because you still need this, and this to happen. And it does. It's not another teen movie, but not that movie, it's a teen movie.
Is it worth seeing? You undersold the Bill Burr movie. That was excellent.
I said I liked the Bill Burr movie.
This one, laugh out loud.
This one was like I don't know. Now there's some other. I think it's a movie or a show with Awkwafina and Sandra Oh coming out. So Lord knows my household has to be oriented to it.
And I'm sure it does.
Speaking of which, we went to the doctor today, and we are officially allowed to put rice cereal in his bottles. And I'm like, come on, doc, all the pieces are there. And like, he's half Jewish, only a quarter Asian.
Was he dying? Oh, was the doc dying?
This doc has zero sense of humor.
He's a Steelers fan, right?
No. We're done with that asshole. This guy is a I don't think he eats cows. We'll just go with that.
Ugh.
So no, he's super sweet. I really like this guy. But now we come home and we have to make these special bottles and label them. And we're doing 2 ounces breast milk, 2 ounces formula, half a tablespoon of rice cereal. I am goddamn Heisenberg in my kitchen these days making bottles.
Yeah, but that shit knocks them out. They'll sleep.
Well, tonight's the first night he's had rice cereal, and he's been out cold for 2.5 hours so far. So I'm just worried that the poops are going to get way worse.
And he's going to wake up as a deer hunter. Cereal.
Pishadoo of the week, Zachy. I have a lot of candidates here. Are you ready?
Yes.
I always feel like if I'm going to talk politics, I always start off with it so we can kind of like get through it, and it's not that serious. But please tell me now. We did our episode last week, I think, on like a Wednesday, and this news broke that day or the next day. The congressman, I want to say from Ohio, where he got in a lot of trouble because there was a big vote that had to happen, and he went and pulled the fire alarm. So
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, he's from New York.
Oh, even better. What
Yeah.
in the hell? How do you? And
Then
he's
he
going with
pleads
like
not guilty, and then it's like wildly obvious that he was just doing it. It's like getting out of a final exam.
it's
It's just
exactly
like
the
ninth
dog ate
grade.
my vote. Like, what is this guy doing? I thought it was absolutely
What's
ridiculous.
his end game? He's on the other side of the vote anyway. What does he care?
It was a filibuster. How does that guy not go to jail? Like, it's really bad that he did that. It happened last week. I heard that and I actually stopped
It's
the
not
radio.
that
I was like,
bad. There's a
what?
little charm to it.
Now, a lot of my patients here in the lovely, great state of New Jersey love Fox News. So when I go see them at their house, they have Fox News on. And did you see today of all the protesters coming in? Now, maybe this has been happening all week, but some guy, I want to say his name was Blinken, which made me laugh, was doing some, and you can just walk into the Capitol where this is happening and start screaming. You have blood on your hands and cease fire, cease fire. Okay, for starters, one, how do they let idiots like me and you show up on a vote like that that's on live television? But
We gotta
second,
go swing old day shirts. Look at that thing.
more
Just gotta be
importantly,
careful.
Zach, how do you show them on television? It should be like the sports games. The more you show these idiots on TV, the more they're going to do it. Why? Turn the camera the other way. There should
I
be a
don't know.
delay. There
I can
probably
get us
is.
in. I got a cousin in Congress, man. We can go.
Next candidate.
Good
This
seats
is more.
still available.
This is more of just a fun fact, but I actually want to challenge it. Apparently, in the last 5 years, the attention span has gone from 75 seconds to 47 seconds of the average American.
That's real bad.
That's really bad. I'm also calling bullshit. I think most people's
Less?
attention span is like 20 seconds. Yeah. Yours is 5.
Yeah, but that's big. Ooh, a bird.
Ooh, I want a car.
Flashing light. Ooh, a piece of candy. Yeah, there's that. So what's the Pishadoo? Just idiots?
Yeah, just idiots in general.
It's,
The former vice president, Mike Pence, has officially dropped out of the race for president, which only reminds me
the
of
bad guy in Under Siege 2.
if you come at the king, you best not miss. Like,
Sure.
that guy took the wrong side of whatever he was trying to do and is going to go down as a Spiro Agnew footnote.
Where's he from?
Spiro?
Yeah.
I forget. Good state, though. Probably good crabs. Next
Yeah.
candidate. They don't watch the show, so I can just talk openly, but let's call them a friend of the family. Chick who was knocked up at 16, she disappears for a year or two, comes back. Oh, look, she has a new sister in the family type of deal. Anyway, she has 2 kids. One has got to be their mid-20s. One is probably in their late teens. Now she's getting married for the first time to some other idiot.
At your wedding?
Whole big family type of thing. And she had her bridal shower this past weekend. She's having her 20-some-year-old daughter and the 16-year-old daughter as her maid and matrons of honor. I think that's, oh my God, my kid's up. Jesus.
Oh, you jinxed it.
I did. Call that 1 minute after. Zach, is there any way of saying you're WT than doing something like that?
What does that stand for? I'm not familiar with those letters.
Wheelie trashy. That didn't help.
No. Anyway, yeah, the whole matron and maid of honor. I think it denotes some level of purity.
Oh, that's not where I was going with this.
Although
I was
your
going
wife
with
child, and they had honored maids.
I'm saying
What
at
was
your
that?
wedding, they should be a bridesmaid, but your kid shouldn't be your maid of honor.
Oh, the kid was the maid of honor? I didn't quite
Oh
get
my
that.
God. Yeah, the
You
2
went to-
kids were the maids of honor.
Oh,
Not flower girls, not bridesmaids, not a game.
that's
They were
practice.
the maids of honor. Yeah, it bothered me.
Yeah, I don't like it.
bothered me.
I don't like it, man.
Okay, all right. Next one.
I don't like it.
Well, he had a chance of being the World Series MVP, but Adolis Garcia has officially been ruled off the World Series roster. He's injured. Do you know his nickname? I learned this the other day.
Addy?
El Bombi, which
Bombi.
or Bombi, which means the bomb.
Yeah.
No, it does not. It means the light bulb. He
Love
was
it.
given. He
It's
was
an
given.
amazing nickname. What did you? The light bulb. Why? Don't worry about it. I light up. I don't know. Screw it in.
when he was a kid, he had a head shaped like a light bulb. This is a real thing I heard the other day. I was like, I can't believe that. It's such a great fact.
They call him Edison.
You think they have that in his country? I think it's
Not
Dominican or Cuban, right?
Something like that.
Somebody that I'm friends with on Facebook in my family who's been on our show, I don't want to say who it is. Let's just say her last name may be a member of House Targaryen. Fair?
Fair.
Posted a video the other day where she does a lot of very intense competitive karaoke with her and her friends. Okay, what? I see a guy.
You're not just going to gloss over that.
Like at her daughter's wedding, I sat at the trivia table. And I was just like,
dashboard light?
The fact that these people are like, no, we're a part of the trivia crew. We're a part of the karaoke crew. What are you? I'm like, her goddamn nephew. Like, what? I don't know what to say. So she posted a video the other day of a guy going way into it, some song. So I naturally kind of like watch this guy sing, and I can see that like he's looking at the words every so often, so he's into this. And then I'm going, I can't figure out what the hell this song is. And other people in the room are doing it, and this guy's singing and he's dancing, and then he finally gets to the and which of the Pickwick triplets did it? Which of the world did that? And I'm going, oh my god,
crushed it.
And he did crush it, Zach.
How does he know it?
How the fuck did he know every word to that song? I couldn't believe it.
The entire thing once. And by that point, you're like laughing through half of it and like just not. How did you Pickwick triplets?
I just thought this was more sad than cool.
No, it's cool.
It's such a loser.
Cool. The dedication to it, it's cool. I like it.
Sam Bankman-Fried, Mr. FTX himself, he took the stand the other day to go, did you hear what his defense was? No. It is just as close to, I didn't know I couldn't do that. He blamed the system for not having rules that would prevent him from doing what he did.
Not that stupid.
What? I can't wait until like 3 years from now you're going to rewatch this and go, oh, I was an idiot. That was really stupid.
No, it's not that stupid. It's like Le'Veon Bell who got pulled over stoned and didn't realize that counts as a DUI.
I'd never given that any thought.
Yeah, exactly. See?
Because it's DWI is drinking and DUI is anything else or drinking, having been drunk, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's the system. It's flawed.
All right. Your QB1 of the New York Jets, you guys were on bye 2 weeks ago. Correct. Did you hear that he went on vacation with one of his pieces and people were giving him shit? Like, I'm sure. He's also very good looking. I would.
I was in Del Frisco's once and went upstairs to use the bathroom and saw Mark Sanchez just with 20, 2 10s, just crushed. Amazing.
5 4s?
That's what I had. Jenna and 3 waitresses.
Oh my god.
Terrible. Love you.
Zoomer Zach was on bye week and he went on a trip and people were giving him shit for like, why are you not studying? Why are you not practicing? Why? It's like, dude, it's his bye week. Leave him the man alone. Can't be any worse.
Can't he?
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, man.
Did that bother you then? So, because I'm like it's his bye week. He's entitled to a couple days.
I couldn't care less. I know what he is. He could practice. He doesn't have to practice. He's going to show up and do the same shit. It doesn't matter. No more. It's not a problem of the information. He just sucks. Like, he's not going to be better. You can't just teach him to be better in a week or else they would have done it already.
This past weekend, there was a really big boxing match. It was Tyson Fury was up against Francis Ngannou. Francis dropped him in a round. I didn't watch it. Cool.
It's a kid's debut.
He's not going to be boxing, and he's made enough money from this. The guy is a absolute murderer in the UFC. He's not in there anymore, but they posted a meme online, or at least some type of statistic. Mike Tyson, who'll go down as the best ever, probably.
Amazing.
Did you know that he boxed 15 times in 1985?
Tyson?
In more than once a month, Tyson boxed 15 times. Who's the Pishadoo? All the boxers ever since.
Yeah, they go every 2 years. Or anyone willing to get in the ring with Tyson, also possibly a Pishadoo. You'd be out of your mind in 85 to step in that ring.
He just muscles just chattering.
What does the loser get in 1985? Like 20 grand?
That's the other thing is he wasn't making that much money, and he had syphilis, so it didn't matter. But I just heard that the other day. I was like,
"What does the other guy get? What did Peter McNeely get to get the shit kicked out of him?
40 grand,
if
tops.
That, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I just can't believe he fought that. That was just one of those stats I had to bring up. My last two, I don't know which I like better. For some reason, Kim Kardashian feels that she needs to make more stuff and be more famous. She came out with these, I think they're swimsuits
Yeah,
that
Skims.
the nipples are always hard. There's like hard nipples put in. Have you seen these things?
Yeah, no complaints.
Are would that? Oh, you're into it? Fake
I don't
nipples?
know. What do I care?
No. This is like if I know it's fake, I'm not in. I don't want to see fake nipples.
What about fake tits?
It's all good in the hood, baby.
Yeah, I believe in a woman's right to choose.
If they want to have real or fake tits.
Yeah, whatever she wants.
What if
Fake
it's just
nipples,
one?
all of it.
What if it's just one?
Ooh.
What if
Here.
it or a third one?
A
Total
nubbin.
Recall.
No, a nubbin. Call back, Chandler.
And my favorite story, this was more of a personal situation from this past week where I had a friend, hey, can you send me a link to the Chiefs game? Yeah, let me send you. We go back and forth. He goes, it's working on my phone, not on my iPad. And has this happened to you? It's usually with older people that you go, have you tried restarting your computer? And then they go, of course oh, it works now.
I would have been like, God, man, I'm not there. Not my problem. You asked for a link to give you the link. I don't care. It doesn't work for you. I'm sorry. I'm not doing any more than that. I'm not telling your father how to bet.
But you work in an office. Have you never heard people that are just bitched and moaned and then it turns out all they do is restart their computer?
Of course. It's annoying as all hell. Idiots.
Congressman pulls the fire alarm. There were protesters today on the TV. The national attention span's going down. Pens dropping out. Daughters of the bride or the maid of honor. You have El Bombi means the light bulb.
Like it.
Which of the Pickwitch triplets karaoke? Sam Bankman-Fried blames the rules. Zach takes a bye vacation. Tyson, 15 fights in 1985. Kim Kardashian's hard nibs. And just restart your goddamn computer.
Congressman. I mean, that's ridiculous. He's dialing it back to high school. Like, I mean, good for him, but it didn't work. He got busted. There's cameras everywhere now. Maybe that's the Pishadoo. Everybody's big brothering. If you did it in the old days in high school, maybe there's a fire. Maybe I don't want to take the final. We don't know. Now everyone's watching everyone. Don't like it.
Booze Your Daddy, the podcast. Thanks for listening to tonight's episode live on a Tuesday. I can't believe we got this done. Zach, it is a sad day. I do feel bad. I hope everybody's friends and family with Matthew Perry are doing well. But which friend dies next? Lisa Kudrow, right?
Ooh, which friend dies next? I'm gonna go with Courtney Cox. She looks like she's been eating a long time. She's a little mini thing. Seems to drink a fair amount of the vino. All right, I'm in on Courtney Cox. Kudrow's a nice Jewish girl. She's got good genes.
I'm switching. Matt LeBlanc, we out.